Assalamu Alaikum, brothers and sisters, welcome back to another video. Today I will share with you my strategy for 2022. I have started this portfolio in 2020. Since December of last year, I have been sharing it with you through YouTube. I've started this channel just to kind of help, just help document my journey, as well as help others who are going through similar things or are planning to start, and show you what is possible if you haven't started yet. If you like that type of content and you're enjoying what I'm doing here, please like the videos, subscribe to the channel, share with your family and friends, and let me know if you have any questions. So like I said, today we're just going to talk about the strategies going forward. So this time last year, in December of 2020, this portfolio was, so if we go to December, so let's go 1 year, December of last year, so 25th of December last year, okay, or the 29th, this portfolio was £22,000. That's how much I had at that point. It was 17% up, £3,228 in profit. Since then, right now, it's £41,242. Now that is almost double what I had at that point. Some of that money obviously is money that I put into the stocks, okay, into these stocks that I own. It's currently up 16% or 16.5%, or £5,835. Now everything you see here is money that I earned through my job. So I work, I have a computer science degree, I work and I save every single month, and my plan is to put in £250 or £1,000 a month into these stocks. So £250 every single week, whether its stocks are up or down. Some weeks I've done more. So if you watched my last video, so the one I shared my entire portfolio, if you look at that, you will see I invested a lot more last month, because the stocks that I wanted were actually on a discount and I bought more of these stocks. Okay, so since December of last year, this is now gonna doubled. This year, again, I'm gonna carry on in terms of money I'm allocating to this portfolio. It's still £1,000 or £250 a week, every single week, and I'm going to add to the stocks that I have, the stocks that are valued and discounted price, basically. So one of the things that I like to follow is this idea of value investing. Value investing just means buying stocks that are undervalued at that point. Is sometimes they are undervalued because there's something that company is doing at the moment other people do not know. Sometimes it could be the fact that they had a bad earnings last quarter, but the future of the company is absolutely in good hands. And sometimes it's not a popular stock. Some stocks are not popular, like Merck, for example. A lot of people do not like this company because they don't see the value. Now, you're getting 3% dividend, okay, for a company that has so many drugs on the pipeline. Okay, so many different basically drugs in their pipeline, and every single year they increase their dividends. And at the moment, although I'm slightly up, at one point I was down hundreds of pounds, but it came back. So I've been buying Microsoft when it was undervalued, and right now, as you can see, I've got £1,300 profit. I've been buying companies like Broadcom, for example, when it was undervalued, and I shared this with you guys. I've shared this company, I've talked about this company so many times. In the last 8-9 months ago, I've been talking about this company and how it was undervalued. I haven't spoken about it for a while because it's now, I believe, is overvalued at the moment. Okay. Then you've got companies like Home Depot. At the time when I bought it, I felt like it was undervalued. Johnson & Johnson is right now fairly valued at the moment. Okay, fair valued at the moment. So yeah, there's a lot of companies in here that are either overvalued or undervalued or fair valued. So I'm always doing the research to find out these companies. Like Unilever, for example, not many people like it. They don't talk about it. It's not attractive enough. It doesn't go up 20% this week and down 30% next week. Okay, it's not attractive enough at all. Union Pacific, I spoke about this company before in my portfolio, and now I'm at 20% up since I started buying. It was undervalued at the time. Right now it's kind of fair valued, overvalued territory. Okay, again, VF is another company that I absolutely love, and I think I'm buying more in the next couple of months, so I'll talk about that towards the end. Visa, similar sort of a situation, and basically fair valued at the moment. So I've been sharing my progress for a long time, for basically about a year now. I've started investing, basically I put money into this account April of 2020, just straight after the crash. At that point, I was a bit skeptical, so I was putting a little bit of money. I wish I knew I would have put 40,000 at that point and probably be up 100,000 at the moment. But alhamdulillah, I'm happy with what we've done so far. So yeah, so that's just to kind of give you an overhead of what is going on. In terms of dividends, companies that I own. So I own a lot of dividend stocks. Okay, so if I share with you the passive income, okay, all these companies here are paying me dividends every single month. Right now, my expected dividends is £743 per year. The overall yield for this thing is about 2%. Okay, so that's the dividend portfolio. This is now, I was planning to get to this at least 1,000, but it didn't happen. But I'm still happy with what I've done because everything happens for a reason, right? The other thing as well I've been doing is growth stocks. So I've been buying some of the growth stocks that I like and I feel like is undervalued. I understand their business models. I actually like the business. Sometimes we use it. Companies like Salesforce and Adobe is basically we use a little bit of Salesforce, but in the company that I work for, but we use a lot of Adobe software side of things. Okay, so in terms of the companies that I own, it's companies that I do understand the business model. I understand how they make money and so on. So when it comes to dividend or growth, I'm doing both going forward. And the reason for that is I love the passive income side of it. Okay, I like getting paid every month and then adding that money. So when I get paid £46 by Broadcom this year, I'm going to take that money and reinvest it in this portfolio. And when I get paid by Qualcomm 20 something pounds, I'll reinvest that into the portfolio. That creates the compounding effect, or the compounding snowball, if you like. Okay, and that's all I want to do. I want to be able to, at some point in the next few years, I don't know how many years, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, I want to be able to live off my investments. I don't want to be working at that time. I want to be in a position where I don't have to work. I don't mind working. I might still be carrying on doing what I'm doing, but at least I have that freedom to say, you know what, I don't have to work if I don't want to. If I want to travel, I can do that. Okay, provide for my family and so on. And obviously I have a long-term plan, which includes this and real estate and so on. But for now, the plan, I've started the plan and it's going well so far. And I'm going to carry on buying both dividend stocks, buy them and reinvest it. And one of the reasons I like dividends is this. So in terms of dividends, this article in Fidelity website, which is basically one of the big asset managers, okay, they've talked about here, dividend paying stocks provide a way for investors to get paid during rocky market periods when capital gains are hard to achieve. What this means is capital gains is obviously you buy a share for £20, it goes up to £70 and you make £50, right? When that is not possible and we are in a market where things have become difficult, okay, or the bear markets, the dividend companies still pay dividends. Don't get me wrong, they might cut the dividends, okay, they might stop it completely, but majority of the companies, if you invest in a cash companies that generate a lot of cash, they will still carry on paying that dividend. So they are also taxed slightly different, okay, and dividend paying stocks on average tend to be less volatile. Again, that's another good reason. So when the stock market goes down 20%, they might only go down 10%, okay? And then it gives you that dividend stream, especially when reinvested, and to take advantage of the power of compounding. So when you reinvest in every single penny that you've been paid by these companies, it starts the power of compounding. It helps you that snowball effect, okay? And this is one of the reasons I love dividend stocks. But don't get me wrong, I also have the growth portfolio. I like companies like Salesforce because of the business model and what they do. I wouldn't be surprised if they start paying dividends very soon. They are a very mature company. Okay, they have a positive earnings per share. Okay, CrowdStrike, it's still a negative in terms of earnings per share, but sooner or later this company is going to be one of the biggest companies in my opinion, and I'll talk about that in a second. Adobe is a great company. Look at their earnings per share, $10 per share. Okay, earnings per share. So I do like a bit of both because the growth in these companies is amazing. Even though right now I'm down a little bit, you can see I'm getting paid. If I was to sell right now Salesforce, I will make £170. Okay, for example, if I were to sell some of these companies that I have, Merck for example, I wouldn't price appreciation. I wouldn't actually get a lot, but I'm getting paid £41. Okay, in terms of dividends. So I like both of them because this one I can sell when it goes to crazy valuations. I can sell it and then buy it back when it goes back down to a valuation that basically is attractive to me. So all of these things I'm talking about now is just to kind of give you the idea of I like both the dividend side of it and the growth side of it. I'm not a betting person. I'm not buying the crazy valuation companies, the Shopify's and so on. Tesla is the only, and I haven't spoken about it so far, but the Tesla is the only speculative crazy stock that I have. I'll be surprised, to be honest, I would not be surprised if I sell Tesla in the next couple of months. Completely get out of it. I only have 2 shares. I might take that money and put it into other companies like Adobe or CrowdStrike in the next couple of months. And the reason for that is not because there's something wrong with the Tesla. I can't buy more shares of this company because valuation is too high. So what's the point of just holding on these 2 shares and it goes up about £1,000 profit and then it goes back down again and it goes back up again. So it's been in that valuation. So I'm waiting for a breakout maybe in the next couple of months. But after that, I'm going to probably sell it and get out of that and then buy something else. But if it ever goes back to a valuation that's attractive to me, then I will buy this stock because it is a great company. Okay. Right. So I've already mentioned some of those, but what am I buying then? What is the stocks that I'm planning to buy? So CrowdStrike is definitely one of the companies that I am buying in the next couple of months. Okay. Or maybe for 2022. Okay. I'm going to put a lot of focus on this stock. I might buy a share or so every couple of months and add to it every single month. So I want to build at least a sizable position, maybe 10 to 15 shares of this company and forget about it. Okay, Microsoft right now, by the way, it's actually attractive, so I might buy some share, basically some couple of shares maybe next week, because this is my after I've used the Morningstar. Okay, and after that, basically, I made the decision that the price I want to pay for this stock is $220 per share. Currently, it's $205. Is basically 1% or almost 2% down from what I think anyway. It's a percentage of the buy price. Okay, Microsoft is a great company. I own 16 shares. I'm definitely buying more of this, and right now it's 5% off basically what I said I would be buying for. Again, I love the growth side of it. I love the dividend side of it. I love everything about this company, and I'm planning to add at least another 10 shares in 2022. Coca-Cola is a new addition to the portfolio. In order to balance it, to reduce the risk, I'm going to buy more of consumer staples, consumer defensive. So Coca-Cola is one of those companies. I'm planning to put maybe about £1,000 and see how that goes. Lowe's is a company that I've neglected for a reason for a long time. It's now, I feel like it's a fair valued at the moment, but I'm going to wait for a couple of weeks or months to hopefully come down about 7%. And if it does, then I'm buying more of that stock. VF is the company that owns Timberland and North Face and so on. They're a really great company. I believe it's actually undervalued at the moment. I'm willing to pay $78 per share. Currently is only $70. So I want to definitely buy a couple of more shares with this company, maybe run it up to at least 20 shares in the next couple of months. Procter & Gamble, really overvalued at the moment. Out of the 6 companies that I want to buy in the next couple of months, okay, it's basically the one that I think is the most expensive. And I'm going to wait. I own, I think, about 16 shares. I want to round it up to maybe 20 to 25 shares in the next few months. Now, I'm not going to just buy it. I'm going to wait until it hits a valuation that I'm happy with. Okay, then I'm going to add to these stocks. I own all of them. CrowdStrike, I only own just a bit of that. Okay, it's just literally 0.1%, but 0.1 shares, and then I'm definitely going to buy more of this in the next couple of months. Right now, from the highs, it's actually way down. I think it hit almost $300 per share, and now it's only $205 per share. So that is the stocks that I'm planning to buy in the next couple of months, or basically for 2022. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm going to neglect all the rest of these stocks. Okay, I will be buying whenever I can, whenever I see a stock that I own that is undervalued, or another stock that I feel like I really genuinely like the business model, whatever, or is undervalued. But the ones that I want to focus on are this. So my main focus will be this every week. So the £250 I'm adding each week, I will be adding to these stocks. Okay, whenever they hit that green thing, okay, whenever this is green, that means they're undervalued. So that's the plan, inshallah. I will see how that goes. In terms of dividend expectations for next year, so I'm going to show you one of the reasons why I actually like dividends. Okay, the fact that these companies, okay, so this is my passive income in Simply Safe dividend. In terms of what happens, these companies declare they will pay whenever they're going to pay and so on. Sometimes they increase it by 10%. So Union Pacific has given me 10% increase just for next couple of quarters. And that's amazing. I didn't have to do anything. I just bought the stock, hold it. So from, you can see 2019 to December 2021, they've actually gone from almost a 97 cents to now $1.18. That might seem small, but it's growing in the right direction. 10% is quite a lot. It's very nice. How often do you get paid or pay increase of 10%? Can you imagine that? Pfizer, small, but again, nice. Okay, Broadcom, 14%. Not many companies are able to do this kind of thing. 14%. Okay, West Management, 13% up. Microsoft, the capital, it's the same way. Amgen, 10%. So this is one of the reasons I absolutely love dividends. And if you look at my portfolio, what I want to show you is this. Okay, so expected is $1,179. This is only the dividend portfolio. It's about 2.2%. Yield cost 2.55, which is very nice to see. And beta is quite low at the moment. It's less than 1, which I'm happy with. The dividends that I'm getting is safe, majority of it, okay, likely safe. And one thing I want to show you now is this, okay, and this is the projected, so annually, so for the next 5 years, if I don't do anything, don't add anything to it, this portfolio will be, instead of 1.1 or 1,100k, it will be 1.8 if I don't do anything else to it. If I turn on the dividends, if I reinvest the dividends, okay, if I reinvest that dividend, every single dividend that I get, it will be up about 13%, from 10 to 13%, and it will be almost a 2.1k. Okay, so one of the reasons I genuinely like dividends is just the fact that you can just buy these stocks, hold it, and then it increases your wealth. So why not buy stocks and companies that you feel that are going to pay you every single month without stopping there? And one of the reasons we always focus on cash flow and making sure these companies have a positive earnings. They do have a cash flow. They do have a basically less debt and so on, is because you don't want these companies to cut their dividend. Okay, so inshallah, the next couple of months, this is what's going to happen to my portfolio. So right now in December is $192 expected. Next January is quite low, February is quite low, and then it's a 192 again, 96, 46, 192, and look at September of next year, 264. By then, all this money should have been reinvested, then that means next October and November I should be getting more. So that dividend basically is kind of increasing without even me doing anything about it. So inshallah, that's the plan, to buy more great companies, to carry on what I'm doing, focus on these 6 stocks that I want to. Okay, don't forget the rest of my stocks that I've got. If Salesforce is still undervalued, I will be buying more of it as well, because I actually think this company is going places. So I want to own maybe a 15 to 20 shares. So I will be adding more to it. Right now it's still undervalued, so I'll be buying a little bit of it, but I want to focus more on CrowdStrike at the moment out of these companies. I wouldn't be surprised if I sell this basically in the next couple of months or even next weeks or whatever, and take that £2,000 I've got in there and put it into CrowdStrike and Adobe or CrowdStrike or Salesforce and so on. So I want to take that money and put it back into here and then see how it goes overall. So right now I have, as you can see here, in fact I'm going to show it from here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Now my overall, so I've now contributed $12,257 pounds, sorry. I still have to deposit £7,742 between now and April. Do I think I can do it? I think I can. And if there is a crash or whatever, the plan is to buy more. So if these stocks, for whatever reason, go down between 5 to 10% or even higher, okay, or even lower than that, even 20%, 30%, I don't care, I will be buying these companies. So probably add that 7,000. Okay. Soon I'm going to release a video. I'm going to talk about how is possible, how is this possible? How can I actually do this from just having a basic job? Okay. And I want to share that with you, what you can do in order to maximize your investment and minimize your spending and so on. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful some ways. Like I said, I'm going to start focusing more on how you can save money, invest it more, okay, and how you can actually kind of budget if you like and so on. So the next few videos I'm going to start talking about that. And if you like this kind of things, please let me know if you have any questions or whatever. But if you like it, please just give this video a like. The reason I'm asking you to do that is because when you do that, basically the more likes it has, the more the algorithm will recommend for other people to see it, and the more people will see it, the more they will get out of that situation, hopefully. And inshallah, as a community, I want to help others just like myself and just like you to hopefully be in a position where you don't have to work. One of the things, in fact, let me just tell you this thing, right? One of the things I was talking to a friend about the other day was the fact that I wish we could just have a Fridays off in the UK where you can just, look after your children. I've got 2 small children. Ideally, I would have loved to take them to school every single morning, pick them up, just go to the masjid, pray dhuhr, and I'll pray Friday prayers, whatever it is. And that freedom to be able to do that comes from like the hard work we're putting in now. I'm 34 now. Inshallah, in the next 10 years, I want to be able to say, you know what? I don't have to go to work. I will take Fridays off. I'm going to go to the masjid. I'm going to take my son to the masjid. I'm going to take my daughter to the masjid and pray and so on. That's the goal. That's what I want to achieve. I don't care about anything else. I don't care. I don't want to be rich and wealthy, whatever, for no reason. I want to be able to help others, and I want to be able to do the things that I want to do for my family, inshallah. So if you like that kind of thing and that's your mindset, you're on the right, basically in the right place. So please help me by helping others by just clicking that like button. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Assalamu Alaikum. Take care.